Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Purdue here in West Lafayette, Indiana. We welcome our distinguished guests. Boiler up. It's starting out to be a great season here for every dimension of this public land-grant institution. And on behalf of the organizers, consisting of, in addition to Purdue University, the University of Illinois system, represented here by Chancellor of UIUC, Robert Jones, the Director of Argonne National Lab, and a Boilermaker, Dr. Paul Kearns, the Honorable Deborah Winsmith, President and CEO of Council on Competitiveness. These are the hosts, and I know that Chad and Karen, they and their teams worked tirelessly throughout the past year to make this possible. And thank you, Deborah, for what an outstanding idea it is to gather with the banner of the Council on Competitiveness to talk about competitiveness conversation throughout America. And this is year one, and we're delighted to be part of the year one programming here with the theme of Indiana and Illinois Innovation Corridor. They all start with IN, I guess, or III. This triple I here is a very special place, and we're at a very special time here. So welcome to all of you who are from public sector, private sector, peer institutions, and those who are faculty, staff, students, and partners at Purdue. Particularly, we want to welcome the distinguished keynote speakers we have. Introducing later in 5 minutes will be my honor of our own Congressman Jim Baird, representing the great Congressional 4th District of Indiana. And representing the Department of Commerce coming from Washington, D.C. is Dr. Lori Lucascio, Undersecretary and the Director of NIST. Thank you, Dr. Lucascio, for coming. And I know she's flying in right now from perhaps DCA to IND. Is Dr. Vanessa Chan, Chief Innovation Officer in the Department of Energy, and she will be giving remarks at dinner tonight. So we also welcome Dr. Vanessa Chan. Well, this is a special time and special place. Now, my job is to brag about Purdue for 5 minutes. That's abuse of power. But you cannot click fast forward unlike on YouTube. So I'll be brief. However, I'm delighted to report as part of this ecosystem of this Indiana-Illinois Innovation Corridor ecosystem, a few exciting developments in the particular theme we have today, and that is chips, qubits, and molecules. Now, I used to be an engineer and remember a few things about each of the three, but not anymore. So I'm going to pretend I know what I'm talking about. Now I focus on watching basketball games and go to budget meetings. However, we have some amazing ecosystem building right here around West Lafayette and Indianapolis. On the chips front, Purdue is proud to be a leading university in America when it comes to workforce development, fundamental research breakthrough, industry partnership, like-minded countries partnership, and firing on all cylinders. We rolled out the Semiconductor Degrees Program, the first at-scale program in the country 2.5 years ago. We won one of the first Chips and Science Act programs called the ME Commons, DoD Microelectronic Commons Program, led by ARI, Applied Research Institute, with a collection of universities, including Purdue as a leading university partner in the research side. We welcomed, just a few months ago, the South Korean headquartered company's expansion and onshoring to the United States. SK Hynix, which provides the high bandwidth memory chips for NVIDIA's AI products, and they are now building right here on Purdue campus a $3.9 billion to start with of a fabrication facility for advanced packaging of those AI memory chips. And advanced packaging is one of the many unique strength areas we have here in the general understanding of the importance of advanced manufacturing to reshore and reshape supply chain to the benefits of our country. When it comes to qubits, we are a leading university partner in one of the DOE 5 national centers. We are a leader in the NSF-funded Workforce and Industry Collaboration Center in quantum. And we have now, especially through Purdue Northwest, near Chicago, joined the Illinois, our wonderful neighboring sister state's outstanding effort, in particular around Urbana-Champaign, around Chicago, in the quantum corridor that we hope will be leading along this highway line down to West Lafayette and Indianapolis. When it comes to the molecules of many different kinds of molecules we have is pharmaceutical molecules, the AI-based discovery of new drugs, the green chemistry to identify new molecules to scale up the production, and of course the actual advanced manufacturing facilities for pharmaceutical products here. Now, Eli Lilly is one of the largest, I think now the largest globally pharmaceutical company, and led by another Boilermaker, Dave Ricks. This whole session is Boilermaker nonstop, but anyway, happens to be true that Dave Ricks, an outstanding CEO of Eli Lilly, and one of his investments around the world is $9 billion. Just half an hour south from here. If you drove from Indianapolis Airport, let's say, then you would have passed along Highway 65 around exit 146, this $9 billion as the anchor tenant of the LEAP district around Lebanon, Indiana. And part of that pharmaceutical manufacturing facility will be a training facility that Ivy Tech and Purdue are working together with Eli Lilly. So whether it is molecules or qubits or chips, we are looking at investments by the many of the billions, but more important than that is how we are creating jobs and workforce and innovation together along this hard-tech corridor as part of the Indiana-Illinois corridor. Without jobs, workforce won't stay here in the Midwest. Without workforce, jobs won't come or won't be created by the next generation entrepreneurs. And without innovation, there's no sustainable co-creation of jobs and workforce together. Recently, when I was sitting at a Foundation for Energy Security Innovation board meeting, I saw a chart produced probably by both Department of Energy and Department of Commerce, showcasing the regional development of economic vibrancy based on U.S. competitive scientific and technology breakthroughs. There were 30 circles throughout the country. 10 of them were highlighted. I'm proud to see that the region that we are sitting right here, right now, between Indianapolis through this hard-tech corridor, Lebanon, West Lafayette, 65-mile-long straight line, to Chicago and westward to our wonderful neighbor at UIUC. This whole region here, central to northwest Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, is one of the top 10 in America. And that's declared by the U.S. government, so that's not me bragging. Although I'll just brag one more minute and then have the honor to introduce the keynote speaker this morning. Well, Purdue is proud to be a public university with excellence at scale. We just looked at the number, the applicant number, the yield rate, all-time high, selectivity, all-time high between undergrad and grad education. This Mung campus, the northern part here and southern part for the first time we have in Indianapolis, our urban expansion. Together, more than 58,000 students. And the whole system is now more than 110,000 system at Purdue system. Now, What does that mean with that excellence at scale? That means that we have a special responsibility, despite whatever news you might read about American higher education on TV these days. We stay true to our core mission to elevate the lives of so many individuals, to create jobs, economic vibrancy for our own states, and to secure U.S. competitiveness and national economic and job security for the next generation. We're immensely proud of that. Well, I think we are among the top 50 American universities, the largest STEM undergraduate enrollment. And if you look at the combination of national lab systems, such as Argonne, and look at UIUC and Purdue together, when we're not playing football, basketball, we are collaborating. We are collaborating because we know that between these two universities, we have two of the top 6 engineering colleges in America, two of the largest, top 6. Between our two universities, we have two of the top 10 public American universities here. And between our two universities, we share that fundamental American value that we believe in still today in public higher education. So, this is the best moment one can think of. I'm biased, but I think this is one of the best places one can be for chips, qubits, molecules, and we cannot do this alone without your help. So to all the partners here, government partners, foundation partners, Lilly Foundation right there, thank you so much. Without you, the state won't be the same. We won't have this Indiana-Illinois Innovation Corridor. And to all of those who work tirelessly at Purdue, I mentioned the chips, qubits, molecules, they're all led by outstanding colleagues. I see, for example, Dr. Mark Lundstrom, Chief Semiconductor Officer at Purdue, and many, many more. Without you, we won't be here today. So thank you again, and boiler up.